Hello students, myself Jayesh Prajapati, Assistant Professor of LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology in the Department of Electronics and Communication. In this video, we are going to learn about instrumentation in agriculture and food processing. Okay, in this video, we have to study crop management. In the crop management, we have to five main important points, that are soil preparations. Soil preparation having three parts, that is plugging, leveling and applying fertilizers, that we have studied in my previous video. Okay, so in my previous video we have started with basics of agriculture, then different kind of source of foods. Then we have started with this topic, crop management, and we have studied soil preparation, plugging, leveling and applying fertilizers. So if you not see my previous video, then kindly go to the link that is given to in description. So now in this video we have to study the next point, that are selection and sowing of seeds, irrigation system, that means watering to the crops, then weeding and crop protections, and last, that is harvesting and storage. These points that we have to discuss in this video. So let us start this point by second point, the selection and sowings of seeds, and the next point one by one. Okay, so selection of seed. Okay, after successful leveling and plugging and applying fertilizer to the soil, the next point, important point, to select the seeds. Okay, the selection of seeds, that means you have to select the seed as per the situation and as per the summer monsoon season. Okay, as per the season you have to select the seeds. Okay, selecting a good quality healthy seed is the next important point for the crop production. In India, the government body called the National Seed Corporation is involved in the production of good quality agriculture seeds. So NSC, that is a National Seed Corporation that can decide the good quality and good healthy seeds for the agricultures. Then NSC has also helped in setting up seed testing laboratories in different plant of the countries. So in the selection of seed, so NSC also help in different countries for testing of seeds, good quality and healthy seeds. Okay, so that is important for the crop production. Then after successful selection of seeds, the next point, that is a sowing of seeds. Sowing is a process of placing a seed in the soil. Okay, so we have prepare a soil very smooth, and also we have provided the fertilizers. Then next, that is we have to select the seeds, and then we have to select we have also testing these seeds in different laboratories. Then we have to place this seed in the soil. Sowing may be done manually or with the help of an implement called as a seed drill. So by using implementation machines, we can also provide seeds to the soil. Okay, so that is next most important point. Then the most important point, that is irrigation system. Okay, after sowing of seed, we have to supply the water to the soil. So that is the next point of our crop management, that is a irrigation system. So in the irrigation system, the process of supplying a water to crop plants growing in the fields by means of canals, reservoirs, wells, tube wells, etc. So irrigation is nothing but to supplying water to the development of our plants. Water provide essential micronutrient to the crop, that is hydrogen and oxygen. So we already know that the water, the chemical formula for water, that is H2O. So it can provide a nutrient like a hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, now we have to study a different kind of irrigation system. So types of irrigation system. So soil based irrigation system. A crop grown in sandy soil require a more frequent irrigation than crop grown in calcy soils. Okay, so calcy soil means very tough soils, so it require more water. Okay, then next, that is crop based irrigation. If we provide soil based irrigation, then it require more frequent irrigation system. Now crop based irrigation. Paddy crop is transplanted in sending water require more water supply as compared to the wheat, gram and cottons. So that is more water supply more require in the crop based irrigation systems. Okay, that are the types for irrigation system on the basis of soil and crop. Okay, now the next, that is two method, that is a traditional method, and second, that is a modern method. Okay, in the traditional method we have to study, that is Mott pulley system, then chain pump, then Dackley system and Rahat, that means level system. Okay, that are the four methods that we have to study in the traditional method. So that is a old method that in our agricultures that we have to use in our past, but now in every agriculture the modern system will be used. Okay, now let us see the old system with this some pictures. First, that is a Mott system. Okay, in the Mott system, basically what we have to done, we have to done the people using some kind of buckets and using by Mott and provide this water by manually to the crops. Okay, and they are making some kind of canals, like canal types of way. Okay, then chain pump system. Okay, in the chain pump system they will what do, they can provide so many buckets on this chain. Then by using pump they can rotate this roller, and water is at the lower level, so it can water can be taken, and the next point the water will be sent to the our canals, then it will be go to the crops. So that is another method that is also a traditional method. So that is a actual picture working pictures of this chain pump system. You can see that is a chain, and here the water level. So in this water is going to this areas. Okay, so the next system, that is a Rahat system. In the Rahat system, the similar it is mostly similar to the chain pump system. Here we can use not electricity or pump, we can use animals to rotate these rollers, and by using this roller you can see there is a bucket of water, and water is supplying to this crops. Okay, that is the actual pictures of Rahat system. Then we have also provide Dackley system. In the Dackley system, similarly we have to make some kind of canals at the crops. Okay, then by manually we have to load some weights, and by using this manually we have to provide this water to the different crops. Okay, and that is the actual pictures of Dackley system. So by using this weight we have to drop this bucket and fill this water. Okay, that is mostly time consuming methods, but in old we have not provide any kind of modern technologies, so that times we have to use that kind of system. Now in the modern method we have to use a sprinkle irrigation and a drip irrigations. That are the examples of method that is involved in modern irrigation system. This method help in saving water also. Okay, in the old method we have to lose very kind of water. We know that water is very important. Okay, so we have to see with the pictures, that is a deep irrigation system. In the deep irrigation system you can see the water drop that is given to the actual part of the base of this crop. You can see the actual pictures. You can see that is a drop of water that is given to the actual crop of the so less of water it can be waste, because whatever the water that is given to the our plant. Then sprinkle irrigation system. In this sprinkle irrigation system, you can see there is a fountains, okay, rotating fountains. So by using sprinkle we can also provide these waters. So that is the actual pictures of sprinkle. Okay, so that are the modern system that we have to use. Now after supplying the water, then our seeds will be ready. Now we have to remove the weeds. Okay, that method that is called weedings. Okay, undesirable plant with the main crops complete with the main crop for water, nutrients, space, light. Okay, so undesirable plant, that is removal of weeds, that is called weeding. Okay, now harvesting. So after the crop that is developed, then we have to harvest this crop, and we have to gather the main seeds. The process of cutting and gathering the seeds is called as harvesting. Okay, so cutting of crops after its maturation done by sickles or by machines called as a harvester. Grains are separated from the chaff by a process that is called threshing. So in the harvesting we have provided two methods, that is first cutting method, then gathering. So separate this grain and extra removal parts, that is called threshing methods. Okay, threshing is carried out by the combine, that is combine plus thresher, that is called combine harvester. Okay, that is also called as a combine harvesters. Okay, then we can also use a combine harvester and thresher also to provide separation, and also we have to provide the cuttings. Okay, by using harvester we have to cut the crop, and by thresher we have to separate some actual part and extra removal parts. So this method is a very good modern method. Then sickles, it's like this. If we have to weed this our source, then we have to use some kind of instrument that is called as sickles. Okay, then the harvester. So that kind of harvester that we can use to weed over the plants. Okay, that is also a simple kind of pictures, actual pictures. Now threshing. Threshing is a machine manually combined harvester, can be used for both harvesting and threshing. Windowing, which involves the separation of grain from chaff, means seed covers, okay, and teeny pieces of leaves and stem, can be done manually or by using winnowing machines. So that is a process, harvesting and threshing. That is a actual like a JCB type machine that can be used in this pictures. You can see that is a modern technology like machines. Every machine having some different kind of use. Okay, there are different name of machine also, combine harvester, combine cotton pickers also. So that are the machine that can be used. If we see the figures for combine harvester, then it's like this. Okay, machine, you can see that that roller tables, roller are cutting the crops. Okay, and by using this thresher we can separate this actual seeds. Okay, so that is a combine harvester. That means harvester also done, and threshing is also done in this machine. Okay, now after successful harvesting and gathering of our weights, we have to store them storage. Okay, whatever the way that we require, that we have to given, but the actual part we have to store in the our main storage part. So after threshing, grains are dried in sun and then packed. Okay, it can be some kind of soil, so that we have to dry it in our sun. Farmers store food grain in jute bag or metallic bins. Okay, large scale storage is done in silo and granary and stored in godowns also. At domestic level, dry neem leaves are also used. If we want to see the figures for silo, then that are the big silo that we have to store maximum part of our seeds. Okay, that are the silos pictures. You can see there are more big side of silos. Okay, for the storage purpose we can use. In the silos you can see actual pictures. Okay, in this way you can store this. In silo also we have used some automation system, temperatures and cooling system. If a seed requires cooling system, then we have to provide cooling system, and if it requires some kind of temperature, that we have to provide this in this silos. Okay, that are the main process of crop management. Now that is a factor that are responsible for gains loss during the storage. Okay, that are the factors that are problems. That is biotic living factors like insect, rodents, birds, meats that can lose the grains sometimes. Okay, biotic and abiotic means non-living factors like temperature, moisture, humidity, materials or containers. So if that is problem, that can damage or that can loss of our grains also. Okay, so thank you very much in this video.